Hello, Collective. Good morning. Tara Flo here to give you your weekly collective message. This message will be good for the entire week from today, the 20th, until Sunday, the 26th. So if you feel like this message is going to resonate with you, please stay. And if not, you can squirrel away at this time. And please remember, time is an illusion, energy is fluid. But if you feel like this message is going to reach you even after the 26th, it's still going to resonate. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. Not everybody fits in every story. Okay. So today we're going to get into the cards and we're going to see what messages are in store for you for this week for the collective. Also, be mindful next week on, I believe, the 28th or the 29th, we do have a full moon in Aquarius. So, leading up until that energy is peaked next week, some things can come to the surface for you. Okay. I like this energy a lot. My neighbors are cutting grass and weed whacking outside, so if you hear noise in the background, that's chaos coming from outside of my home. Oh, we got all these wonderful cards. Yes. And that's funny that I did bring up the full moon for next week because the moon card did come out. But the moon also represents Cancer, and currently, right now, we are still in Cancer energy. I believe until tomorrow, and then we'll be in Leo. So you will slowly start to feel that energy transition as we move from the water sign season to the fire sign season. Things will start picking up. Momentum will start picking up. So altogether, we have 6 cards. We got the Magician, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, the Moon, and the Eight of Pentacles. And I like this a lot, especially with the Magician and the Queen of Swords here. It's like you're manifesting something, and it could have taken you a long time for you to be able to visualize, maybe strategize. But Mercury retrograde is causing the delay and or the idea that you feel like it's impossible. But there's also a need here for setting a boundary, protecting yourself, cutting cords with people, places, and things that are no longer resonating with you in order for you to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life at this time. Okay. And then we also have the Page of Cups with the King of Cups. I feel like Cancer season has not only helped in parental dynamics, family dynamics. So this does feel like a child and a parent. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be a father. Some women operate in their masculine. Okay. But whatever this is definitely some type of healing for a relationship with a child, whether this is a child with a mother or a child with a father. Especially if the mother has always been hyper masculine, this is a more calm, a more subtle, a more protective masculine, as opposed to being offensive, right? Um, but Cancer season has definitely brought us a quality around healing around our family, our home, our parental dynamics in order to help us with these new connections that are coming in the future. Now, next week when we come into the full moon in Aquarius, 3-3 on the timer is a confirmation. Next week when we come into the full moon in Aquarius, this will be about how we generate conversations around, because we're still Mercury retrograde, this is going to be how we generate conversations around new connections or how we put ourselves out there to be connected with people, whether it's our family, our community, our friends, even our work circle. Um, Aquarius is the humanitarian sign. So this is all about interconnectedness, whether this is your family, your friends, or within your community. So Cancer season really allowed us to do the inner healing around removing and healing certain behaviors and habits that we've inherited from our parents, our relatives, ancestors, generations behind us that came before us. But it's really a quality here that okay, sorry about that, because whoever's weed whacking outside was directly in front of my window and it got really loud. But in any case, Cancer season allowed us to heal all of the things that we inherited from our ancestors to allow us to have better relationships with our family, our friends, even the new intimate relationships that are coming in, especially with Leo season, because Leo is very charismatic and it's very confident and it's very social. So for a lot of you that are single, maybe you're manifesting your person. Maybe you're just manifesting the opportunity for you to release maybe your old type or your old idea or your old way of thinking and doing around relationships, right? And so when we come into this full moon in Aquarius next week, it's actually the work that we've done in Cancer season is helping us build those new connections as we come to the full moon in Aquarius. Okay. And then we also have the moon and the Eight of Pentacles here. And I feel like because the Magician was the first card, a lot of you are manifesting things as far as work, as far as money. This could be promotions, this could be rewards, whatever it is. I'm hearing quarterly bonuses. Whatever it is, it's like, once we come into August, right? And 8-8 is going to be real big because that's Lionsgate season as well, right? But it's something from like the energy that's starting to build now up until the full moon. And then from the full moon until August, there's going to be a real big, I want to say, like, you're going to understand the truth about something. It's like something around the full moon is going to help you understand, like, okay, this is how I can better my work ethic. This is how I can better, dedicate myself to creating something of quality and not just of quantity, right? Um, and I like that a lot too, because as we're moving into Leo season is helping us come out of our shell. But after Leo season, we will also come into Virgo season. And Virgo is real big on work ethic. They're real big on paying attention to the details. They're real big on paying attention to quality, right? So I feel like if you pay attention and if you understand the zodiac seasons, every zodiac season is setting you up or preparing you for like the next chapter of your life or the next level up that you're about to experience, right? And so I feel like because Cancer season has been coming up for the last couple months for us, it's like Cancer season was really big. There was a lot of things we had to move around. There was a lot of things we had to heal from, a lot of things that we had to basically cut out of our life because the patterns and the behaviors, addictions even that we've inherited from our family is not conducive to the timeline that we want to be on, or the life that we want to live, the reality that we want to align ourselves with in order to receive everything that's meant for us. And so we kind of had to work through all that yucky stuff and kind of take accountability and say, I was wrong when it comes to me reacting or showcasing myself in certain situations, but it's also halfway not my fault because I inherited that from someone, and so now those patterns and behaviors, those addictions are breaking with you. So chosen ones have a real big opportunity here to finally manifest something great as far as your future, right? And on the bottom of the deck, we also have the three, wow, we also have the Three of Swords with the Four of Wands and the High Priestess. So I feel like there's still some healing around the heart space here that needs to be done. And Mercury retrograde is helping us do that, whether it's review, revise, whatever the is that you're currently experiencing in your life due to Mercury retrograde, it's helping you go within. It's helping you clear this energy out so that you can be this. You're using your intuition, you're using your psychic abilities. Something could have happened to you around the new moon in Cancer here with this moon crescent. But the Four of Wands is stability. It's a happy home. It's a happy life. It could even be twin flame activations because this is 1111. And no, I'm not talking about your karmic toxic twin flame. I'm talking about your actual divinely guided, the person you're supposed to be reunited with, twin flame. Okay. And for a lot of you, those twin flame activations could have actually happened during Gemini season because Gemini is the sign of the twin. Okay. So I hope this message resonated with you guys. And if it did, please comment down below. I'm also leaving my information down here in the corner so you can contact me for a personal reading. And as always, I hope all of you have a wonderful week. Have a great week as far as you working through your emotion, because by the time we get to this full moon in Aquarius next week, things are going to come to the surface and things can get a little heavy. Okay, so I'll catch you guys on the next one and I'll see you later. Bye.